Japan is a land steeped in mystery, where spirits roam and ancient legends whisper through time. For centuries, its folklore, rich with mythical creatures and heroic sagas, has captivated people across the globe. Today, we re-embarking on a journey to uncover some of the most famous and enigmatic stories from the land of the rising sun. First, let's talk about the Kitsune, the magical fox spirit. These intelligent creatures are central to many Japanese tales. Legends say Kitsune possess incredible powers, including the ability to shapeshift into human form. Depending on their whim, they might appear as beautiful women to trick unsuspecting mortals or act as wise guides to help those in need. You'll often find statues of them guarding sacred Shinto shrines, revered as messengers of the gods. Their dual nature, both mischievous and benevolent, embodies a deep sense of wisdom and supernatural power. Stories often tell of their long lives, growing more powerful and sprouting more tails as they age, with the nine-tailed fox being the most potent of all. Next, we venture deep into the mountains and forests to meet the Tengu. These mysterious, bird-like beings were once feared as disruptive demons, harbingers of war and chaos. But over time, their image transformed. They evolved into protective spirits, guardians of the sacred mountains and defenders of Buddhist law. Often depicted with a red face, a distinctively long nose, and sometimes wings, Tengu are masters of martial arts and swordsmanship. They are known to be both proud and easily offended, sometimes playing tricks on arrogant monks or samurai, but also sharing their wisdom with those they deem worthy. Their stories blend themes of bravery, discipline, and the wild, untamed spirit of nature. From the mountains, we drift into the spectral realm of the Yurei, the Japanese ghosts. Unlike Western ghosts, Yurei are typically spirits bound to the earthly plane by powerful emotions from their life, such as a desire for vengeance, a deep sorrow, or an unrequited love. They are traditionally depicted in a white burial kimono, with long, disheveled black hair often obscuring their face, and they float eerily without feet. These haunting figures don't just exist in old scrolls. Their chilling tales of seeking closure have inspired countless kabuki plays, woodblock prints, and, more recently, the entire genre of J-horror films that have terrified audiences worldwide. The Yurei remind us that some stories are so powerful, they refuse to die. But not all Japanese legends are meant to send shivers down your spine. Let's meet a beloved hero, Momotaro, the Peach Boy. This is a classic tale of courage and friendship, told to children across Japan for generations. The story begins when an elderly, childless woman discovers a giant peach floating down a river. When she and her husband try to open it, they find a small boy inside. They name him Momotaro, or Peach Boy. As he grows, he becomes a strong and valiant young man. He decides to embark on a quest to defeat a band of ogres, or oni, who have been terrorizing the land. Along the way, he befriends a talking dog, a monkey, and a pheasant by sharing his millet dumplings. Together, this unlikely team sails to the ogre's island, defeats them, and returns with their plundered treasure, restoring peace to the land. Momotaro's adventure is a timeless story celebrating bravery, teamwork, and the idea that even the smallest among us can achieve great things. Another fascinating figure is the Kappa, a water deity that inhabits Japan's rivers and lakes. These amphibious beings are typically depicted as child-sized humanoids with scaly, greenish skin and a turtle-like shell on their back. Their most distinctive feature is a dish-like depression on top of their head that holds water. This water is the source of their power, and if it spills, they become helpless. Kappa are known for their love of cucumbers and their skill in sumo wrestling. While some stories portray them as dangerous tricksters who pull people into the water, others depict them as helpful, sharing their knowledge of medicine and irrigation with humans who treat them with respect. The legend of the Kappa serves as both a cautionary tale for children playing near water and a story about the complex relationship between humans and nature. Finally, we encounter the Yukiana, the Snow Woman. She is a spirit from Japanese folklore, a beautiful yet terrifying figure who appears during snowstorms. Her skin is inhumanly white, and she seems to float across the snow, leaving no footprints. In many tales, she preys on travelers lost in the mountains, using her icy breath to freeze them to death. However, her character isn't always purely malevolent. In some stories, she falls in love with a human and even marries him, living a happy life until her true identity is revealed, often with tragic consequences. The Yukiana embodies the dual nature of winter itself, beautiful and serene on the surface, but deadly and unforgiving in its power. From the clever Kitsune and the protective Tengu to the haunting Yurei and the heroic Momotaro, Japanese folklore paints a vibrant world where the lines between the human, the natural, and the spiritual are beautifully blurred. These stories of magic, spirits, and courage offer more than just entertainment. They provide a profound glimpse into the values and beliefs that have shaped Japanese culture for centuries. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Japan's mystical legends. If you found these stories as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more myths and tales from around the world. See you next time.